Hello, hello and welcome. I hope that it is not, it is obvious, it is pretty obvious that I'm ill, but let's not brag about that. Let's have a look at this game, uh, which I have pre-purchased entrance to closed beta of, but it should be free to play once it releases to a full version. It is called the Bazaar, or how how's that pronounced? It's the word at the bottom right here, and it's an auto battler. Uh, let's play ranked actually to not have it too randomized. It's an auto battler, which, if you like, play not only an auto battler but asynchro asynchronous. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Asynchronous auto battler. I just have to adjust something here in my. I'm not currently using OBS. I'm actually using the Streamlabs, which is like OBS but modified from Logitech. And since Logitech owns the microphone that I'm using right now, I hope that it will work more smoothly than when I was just using OBS. It's an auto battler, which means you basically, it's like playing, if you know the game, Battle Packs, yeah, that's the game I was trying to mention. You basically create a build and then you see how your build performs against, well, sometimes NPCs and sometimes other players. But when it comes to battling other players, it's asynchronous, which means it only takes their builds, basically copying it into your game, something like in Elden Ring. There were some parts where you were battling like NPCs which used the builds of other players, for example, for the Great Jar Talisman. This is the same. So how does this game work? Well, you have this interactive play field as you have, for example, in Hearthstone. Actually, I think it is developed by somebody who really liked to play Hearthstone. And you have, it's called the Bazaar because it's a lot about, I believe the Bazaar is just a synonym for a store. It's it is played all around purchasing things and skills. Uh, Here are your three skill slots. Here is your hero. I have chosen Dooley if you are interested. Each hero has its own item sets. And here you can see that we, after acquiring 8 experience points, we will. I'm sorry. Tolkien is really difficult nowadays. Here you can see that after acquiring another 8 experience points, you will get to level 2, which will get us 100 more maximum health. Right now we have 250. It will get us 2 new slots on our rug. Rug or carpet is for the whole rooms, or this is a rug, or like this is our playfield. We have, they are not visible, but you will see soon. This rectangle is our playfield, basically, where we can put active cards. And we will also get one Oh, that's card or skill. One random card or skill. Here is our income. Income is the amount you gain at the start of my webcam is away. Let's see. The amount of gold you gain at the start of each day. Okay, each day. That's what I was curious about, whether it's day or hour. Here on the left and to the right of it, you see our bank, which is our current amount of money held, which means right now we have 8 coins. On the left, you can see down here is prestige, basically our alternative health health pool. This is the green line, which says 250 right now, is our health pool for each battle, and it replenishes like as this flask replenish when you sit by the bonfire. This health pool replenishes each time you sit at. Um, it replenishes each time you finish a battle. But this health pool called prestige, once it drains, you have lost your journey. Let's call it a journey. It's like a roguelike journey, but right now in this current game state, it's not only full of bugs, but a lot of game mechanics are missing currently. One of them, for example, is if this is roguelike, then you should gain something after losing your run, but you currently don't get anything. Here is like a clock. Yeah, you can imagine it as a clock. This is a main hand, and it's currently pointing at the first. It says hour 0, so it counts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And after passing a day, we basically, at the end of the day, during the 5th or 6th hour, you fight a real person, real player. Only if you lose to the real player, you lose prestige. So currently losing to NPCs is like without a punishment. And at the top of the clock you have victories. If you gain 10 victories, you have successfully completed your journey. And in the full release, not currently, but in the full release, if you gain like 4 or 7 victories and you fail your journey, you will still get a prize for some lesser price. So it is not completely useless. Yeah, but the main point of this game is to have fun. So yeah. What have I done? Ooh. Okay, they may have added this in the newest update. I didn't know you can click the binoculars many times to view the city. Okay. This game actually is supposed to have lore. An orange diamond. A gem? Okay, we have powered banjo playing statue. Okay. I genuinely didn't know this was in the game. Well, the time won't move if I won't make a new decision what to do. So here is our playing ground, and in front of it we have our decisions, which way to go. And right now there is only one location to which we can go to, and that's Dooley's workshop, our hero is Dooley, and we go to Dooley's workshop. So Dooley is a unique character in the meaning that at the start of each run, you can see that time has passed. At the start of each run, we have to pick a core, which is an item that is a medium item, which means it takes 2 slots, like on this board, or in this chest, which is our inactive inventory. And here at on top of the chest, you can see there are actually little dark blue squares, which represent how many slots we have empty in our inactive part of the inventory. And the core is the only non-combat option of how to get rid of items that you don't want is to sell them. You go to the chest, and here you drag the items either from your playground or from your inactive inventory to this picture of a chest, which means you sell them. And Dooley has this like unique trait that at the beginning of the game you pick a core which is unsellable. As you can see, I cannot point there with my cursor. With my mouse pointer, I cannot show you, but the table that opens when I hover over this card shows that it is a medium item, which means it takes 2 slots. It is in the category called core. In the category, this one particularly in the category called weapon, and it has the trait of being unsellable. Then you have the name part, where this middle card is called the core. Right after that comes the part of all things that trigger once in a while, and how long that while is. So as you can obviously see, this one does that every 7 seconds. It deals 10 damage to the opposite hero, to the enemy player, and also it charges all items to the right of this 1 second, which there is, since the game is in closed beta, there is a lack of wikis, a lack of guides, a lack of detailed descriptions. But if I understand this pictogram right, it means basically that it will make the item placed to the right of this trigger a bit quicker than usual. And then at the bottom part, you have some passive effects that trigger not once in time, but once triggered by its condition. Sorry, I'm a bit airy. In particular, when it comes to this middle card, it says when you use any item to the left of this card, charge this one power. So if we have another card like this core one more time, we use it every 7 seconds, which means every 7 seconds this would get a boost to its cooldown, basically. Yeah, so we can choose either a critical core, which every 7 seconds deals 10 damage, and also items to the right of this have 15% critical chance plus 15% critical chance, and it quickens or hastens the items to the left of it. Then we have the basic core called core, which deals 10 damage and hastens. Oh no, sorry. The critical core is hastened by the use of an item to the left, and it is also hastened by any item critting. Then the basic standard core charges or fastens. Well, fastening is, it is not from the word fast in the meaning of making something quicker. So it quickens, hastens items to the right, and is hastened by the items to the left. And then we have armored core, which is, by the way, name of the game I tried to play and this just didn't go well then. The armored core every 7 seconds give you 15 shield. Shield is like infinitely overchargeable maximum health, but it can be ignored by some effects like poison, for example. So we have 250 health. If we pick this core, this armored core, that will mean that every 7 seconds we will get 15 additional shield, which will be displayed as our maximum health, sort of, but that can be ignored. And it also will give shield like at the top of each card you see either a red or yellow slot or background of number. The number on the yellow background means how much shield will you gain by activating that particular card, and cards usually activate by running down the cooldown. So in case of the core, it means every 7 seconds these two deal 10 damage, as you can see, and this one gains us 15 shield. I think I really like playing shields, so I will pick the armored core, and now you can see that it really takes 2 slots on our play field, and we have 2, 3, 4 slots. We have 4 slots, and we can play with the placement of the armored core, and we can also place it to our inactive inventory, which means it won't be active, but we have it here. The last thing is, as you can see, this slot or this tag where the armored core has an icon of a lock. It usually displays the value for which you can sell it. So you can, if there would be a value ranging from 0 to infinity, by dragging it here, we would sell it for that amount of money. But as I told you earlier, armored core or any core is unsellable. So let's place our core at our playground, and the next choice that we can make here is to choose our first skill. Skills are always passive or conditioned, but never triggered by clicking on them. Also, I believe we have like 24 4 slots for skills. It seems to be only 6, but it will give you additional slots after you run out of these 6 slots. So we can choose every time it is generated randomly. Each hero has its own like set of cards and skills, but under certain conditions you can pick another hero's skills or cards, and also it is randomized, so these are not the only 3 skills that we can choose. But since we have chosen to play a ranked game, that means that all the enemy players that we will encounter during this run are going to like have the same siege, or imagine it like controlled randomization. So like every duelie should have the same, if I understand it correctly, every player in this ranked game which we will encounter and which plays duelie, hero that which we play as, for my bad speech today, should have this starting choice. So we can choose that our rightmost card with the ability to grant us shield every once in a while gains plus 30 shield, plus 30 to the value. So this instead of 15 would get 45. Then we can like boost our card which gives the burn effect, which is like damage over time that does not ignore shield. Burn does not ignore shield. Poison does ignore shield. That's the main difference. And we have firing, which also boosts our burn item. Which in this case, as we have picked armored core, we would get no benefit from these two for now. They last us for the whole journey, for the whole game. So maybe if we pick a burn item later, we could utilize these two. But I think for now we will go with the shield one. And now comes our first real choice. We can choose to visit JJ, who sells items, but we also have only 8 coins right now. We can visit Vermeer, who sells crit skills, sorry. So we would get another skill if we chose to buy it, which would be focused on getting critical hits, or we can just get random item from a treasure. Get an item or buy an item. Let's go with get an item, since we have an empty hand. Whatever we will get will be our first item. And it's Microdave, and as you can see, it's a card that is also medium, which means it also takes 2 of our 2 of our 4 slots. But it's a burn item. It's from the friend category, and it will apply burning damage every 6 seconds to the enemy. Which means if we were to pick any burning related skill earlier, we would now utilize it. But we did the choice, or I did the choice of not picking it, which means we will get 45 shields every 7 seconds. And let's add another active card. You can see we can sell it for 2 coins every time. Yeah, like anytime we want to. And we also have this card which will apply burning effect of 3 every 6 seconds. which basically means free, really slow, progressive damage every 6 seconds. That is a really bad, strategy, really weak one. We also can see that although some descriptions are not very accurate at this point of the game's development, at the version of 1.0.1781, the description of Armored Core says give shield items to the right of this +5 shield. Okay, so this one says it correctly. Microdave, if Microdave was to give us a shield, it would be boosted by 5, but it doesn't. So that means we should swap them, which will result in Microdave activating every 6 seconds, and we know that our core has this condition skill down there written, that whenever we use item to the left of this card, we will hasten its like upcoming use. So I believe this is the most optimal setup that we can have right now. We have sadly no more choices, and we can choose our first. You can see on the left that the time has proceeded to hour 2, and we can choose from 3 NPC enemies. By losing to these enemies, or to any of these enemies, we won't lose prestige or main health bar. Usually on the left is the weakest enemy and on the right is the strongest enemy, but this is our first choice of enemies, so we can see that they are the same level and yield the same reward of 3 coins, 1 XP point and 1 additional card / skill. If I was really wise, clever, strategically playing player, I would remember that Fanged Inkblot has its own cards and Banana Bell has its own cards and this one has its own cards, and I would also know which cards can be gotten by killing them. I do not remember. I have played like 3 games prior to shooting this video. So let's go for the Haunted Kimono. It sounds more interesting to me. So we can see our first battle. Sadly we cannot pause it, so this one has the card of Scrap, which gives the leftmost shield item +4. This one gives 16 shield every 7 seconds, or also Scrap. So we are currently passively playing basically no damage versus no damage, which means we will be playing on Fetty. Once the time runs out, here comes a Sandstorm, and it will give us more and more damage over time. But as we are yielding shields faster than our enemy, we will survive longer and thus winning this fight. And we get a scrap item for winning this battle. When you sell this, give your leftmost shield item +4, which sounds like something we should do right now. Let's take this one and sell it. I will show you selling. By the way, this is the category of a small item, which as you can see is like exactly 1/2 of medium item and 1/3 or 1/4 of the large item. I'm not sure yet. So let's sell it, and it will give our core +4 shield, which means now our armored core at this position, at this point of the game, gives us 49 shields every 7 seconds. Well, now we can visit Anday. You basically now, I know it's been 30 minutes since the start of this video. I'm a really slow explainer, but now you basically know the whole gameplay loop of this game. If you came only for knowing the gameplay loop, you can stop watching the video now. Thank you for coming here, and I have basically no further knowledge to offer to you. However, I will continue playing. My next choice is either to visit uh, a shop to shop for small items. Usually at this part of the game, usually the most expensive items cost 6 points, which means, or 10 at most, which means we should be able to afford anything. Or we can visit an skills merchant who sells weapon skills or skills related to weapon category, and we have no card yet, which would be from the weapon category. Or we can get gold coins equal to our level, which means 1 coin. Well, that's quite a tough choice since we don't know what playstyle we will have. I also don't know. There are like four categories, or tiers, 4 tiers. The first one is bronze. You can see that there's a bronze frame around these cards that they can be upgraded by picking the same card again. Then there is silver tier, gold tier. This one is from the gold tier, the skills oriented to weapons, and diamond tier, which is like the top tier. So I don't know if passing on this golden tier weapon skills merchant isn't a bad idea, but we really don't have anything at our disposal yet, so let's buy a small item. So cool LEDs. Wow, we can slow an item. By slowing an item, you basically prolong its cooldown. And also whenever we use our own core, which means every 7 seconds, we also slow an enemy item for 1 second. Or we can buy GPU to haste our own core every 4 seconds by 1 second to make it basically make it for 1 second take the cooldown faster. Or we can buy this laser pistol, which will then deal 10 damage every 5 seconds, which is really bad deal to be honest. I believe that I believe that like you can see this one gives us almost 50 shields every 7 seconds. This one deals 10 damage every 5 seconds. That is terrible. I think I will put our micro Dave to the inactive inventory, and we benefit from having items to the left. And I think we will buy the GPU to generate shields faster.
You got it here.
We can for 3 coins we can re-roll the items that this shopper offers. You can see that this game is a lot about thinking about which bad decision will you make. Oh god, my tummy hurts right now. Sorry. when you use a small item, charge this. Okay. Let's reroll and see if we can get anything more beneficial. We can buy a battery, which again will make every 4 seconds the item to the left of this faster, but this is the first time that we encounter ammunition. Some items in this game have ammunition. As you can see, the battery has 4 ammunition. I don't know why my webcam is glitching again, but only Apple is to blame for its algorithm of deciding which is foreground and which is background. After depleting the ammunition of item, you have to recharge it somehow by using another item with the ability to recharge ammunition. But if you don't do that, you cannot use that item during that fight anymore. So this basically gives us 4 individual boosts of the item to the left. Or we can buy thrusters that burn both players, us and our enemy as well. But items to the left and right of thrusters have reduced cooldowns by 6%.
If you're concerned about the legality of my wares, just don't be.
Tempting to buy thrusters. Or we can buy bomb squad. Or we don't have to buy anything, we can leave this counter. Or we can buy bomb squad, which is from the friend category. It burns by 2, which is not much. But if we use adjacent friend, it triggers faster. I think for now we will buy thrusters and we will place them like this. Which means every 6 seconds Core gets a slight boost to its cooldown, countdown rate. Also, every 6 seconds enemy and we as well will get 2 damage, but that does not go through shield. And you know, we will get shield every 6 seconds. It will reduce the cooldown of the core and the GPU as well, which will haste the core. That's the best I can do at this point of the game. You can see it's the hour 4 on day 1, and at hour 5 we will have to fight a real player asynchronously by fighting basically an NPC with someone else's build copied. And oh, this is like, why is this glowing blue? I believe this is the silver tier equivalent for choices. So the game right now is basically suggesting that we go to Curio, who sells bronze tier junk items, or we can go to eating contest and get some chocolate bars. For those of you who haven't played this game actually yet, chocolate bars are this game's way of saying getting maximum health. As you probably understand by now, playing this game over and over again will give you some knowledge which should make your decision making better, and thus you will be performing better in each run, during each run. Or we can get a small item from the weapon category. Does it make sense to get some maximum health? I believe so. We will get some maximum health. I'm willing to invest 5 coins into getting 5 silver tier chocolates. As you can see, this is a bronze tier item, and silver tier items have like this bluish or silverish frame around them. And as you can see, chocolates can be sold for absolutely nothing in return. However, they have this conditioned ability that if we sell them, see, we have right now 250 health points, and by selling them we got 12 additional maximum health points. So by selling these 5 chocolates we've got 100 additional maximum health points, and we have now 350 health points. And our first asynchronous player PvP battle will be versus this merchant called Click Alarm. So let's fight them and see who wins. As you can see, they have already leveled, and they have Life Preserver, which gives 10 shield every 6 seconds, but also heals them for 200 if they are to die. And they have a spear which deals 75 damage. Wow. Well, but every 10 seconds. This will be pretty close, and I have right now no idea who wins, but I hope that our shield will generate faster than theirs. But they have a spear and a life preserver, and it's a tie. This is the first time it's a victory. I cannot believe that. Oh, that was even closer than by one health point. Well, I'm so glad that I have this recorded. Okay, at the 42nd minute, I have to show Zdenda, my friend who also plays this game, what lucky bastard I am. Okay, and another day started. It's the day 2, and the cycle goes again. We've spent 42 minutes in one day, which is pretty slow. By getting 1 experience point, as you can see here, down here, we have 7, and we need 8 to level up. We will get 100 more 100 additional maximum health points. We will get 2 more slots and 1 skill or a card, which makes this studying option, I believe, the most sensible option. We have upgraded our playground, and we can also choose a new skill. Oh, this is not a skill, this is an effect. Yeah, an effect, sorry, like, or whatever this is called. This does not count towards the skill slots down there. So we can choose that all our burn items will gain 1 burn. For the sake of upgrading, I will get also micro Dave down here. So we can upgrade our burning items, which would also mean that that this will burn for 1 additional, but not only the enemy, also us. We can upgrade the core. Card upgrades are major. This is right now my favorite option, but we will see what the others have to offer. Friends with benefits. Interesting name, first time encountering this. Our items will gain 2% critical chance, but if we have a friend, get another 2% critical chance. That's bullshit. That's useless. Friendship is magic. Your weapon friends, which means friends which are also weapons, this is not it, will gain plus 3 damage. Healing friends plus 3 healing, and shield friends plus 3 shield. Absolutely useless for us right now. Or we get a random item. I will upgrade our core. As you can see right now, it gives us 49 shield every 6.6 seconds. And now it gives us 79 shields every 6.6 seconds. And if we put a shield yielding item to the right of this, it will get plus 10 shield attack value or shield gaining value for the fight, which accumulates gradually. Okay, now another choice to be made. We can either buy a small item, but we have only 5 coins, which is a minuscule amount of coins, or we can buy shield skills. Well, that sounds better, but once again we have only 5 coins. Or we can get a friend, and it's called Block Party, so I guess it will be shield related, and it shines gold, which could yield a pretty good friend, so let's have a look. And we got a snail, Chem Snail. That is not a very good item, but it is something. We slow one item for 1 second. It doesn't say enemy item, it says it slows one item, which I'm afraid means also our item can be slowed. Oh, we should have got a shield skill, but hey, at least we can sell it for 2 coins, or maybe it will render itself much more useful later in the game. And right now it's the 2nd hour of day 2, and here comes our option to finally choose the difficulty of our next encounter. So either we fight a coconut crab, which is level 2, the same as we are, and we will get, if successful, we will get 3 coins, 2 experience points, and 1 card or skill. Or we can increase the amount of coins we get by fighting level 3 10th City Mayor, or we can increase not only the amount of coins, but also the amount of experience points by fighting level 4 Rogue Scrapper. Well, there is a sense of difficulty, but also I have encountered a lot of fights where the bronze tier was more difficult than the gold tier. I have no idea how good we are, but I would say we are pretty bad right now, and by winning we get an item. We do not lose anything by losing this, but we lose the opportunity of getting the experience points. I would go for the coconut crab, so for the easiest option, because we are right now only generating shield, and we have no items that would utilize the shield. Doesn't it give a shield? No. So we are basically relying on waiting for the desert storm, for the fatigue damage, for the overtime damage. And it feels like we are not very good right at this point of the game. But we need to get at least 2 experience points. If we don't get experience, to move towards getting additional slots of our playground, it's basically crucial to get more experience. And we have 2 options to get the same experience, 2 points or 1 additional point for extra leveled enemies. So let's go for the weakest one. It heals itself. Oh no, when you sell this, it does something. Their shield items gain every 8 seconds. Shield and seashell, which gets 44 shield every 5 seconds. And as you can see, every time this triggers, fight. So it is basically skill, hard shell, and stuff like that. So it is basically a fight of shielding heroes, and I believe we are thankfully better at it. You can see our values are well over 400, while the more extra crabs are dying already. We have chosen the easiest path, but we have gotten shield item. Shield 15 for each aquatic item. Is it aquatic? No, it isn't. I mean, it's better than nothing. We've got 3 coins and also 2 experience points. Microdave. When you use a small item, charge this by 1 second. Which means we are charging it quite often, aren't we? Quite often, aren't we? Yeah, but I think I will get rid of Microdave for now and get the seashell here. And perhaps you are like, why would you do that? Well, even if, by the way, it generates 15 shield every 5 seconds and gets huge bonuses for aquatic items. We do not have, this is our only item from aquatic category right now, but if we move it to the right of the armored core, it will get plus 10 shield every 6.6 seconds, which means it will get 10 points of shield yielding stronger every 6.6 seconds, and also our rightmost shield item gets plus 30 bonus, which makes it an item that gives us from the beginning, boosted right now by the core, it gives us 45 shields every 5 seconds. That is actually, as you can see, even I am surprised. An item that seemed useless from the weakest enemy, which sells for only 2 coins. It's a small item. It rendered itself very useful right now. Right now we have basically doubled our shield earning rate. So the next skill, the next choice, we can either choose JJ to buy some more items, or to go to the Jungler Ruins, which means we will get something or an encounter. We basically don't know. Or we can get a weapon, which we have a slot for. So, which would be the most beneficial to us? Sells items. I think we will go to the JJs. We have items we can sell always, and by getting a weapon, I don't believe that there is a small weapon that would give us shields, but maybe I am mistaken. This one is 50-50, but JJ might have items that will upgrade our current items, so let's have a look.
A friend, I mean a customer.
It does not have items which would upgrade our current items, but it sells security camera, which also Okay, this will be paired greatly with a weapon that also gives shields. So we can buy cool LEDs, which will slow random item, maybe only enemy item, for 1 second, or a laser pistol that deals 10 damage every 5 seconds. That's very weak. Or basically 2 DPS, and or a security camera, which gives us shield every 8 seconds. It can be bought for 4 and sold for 2. Okay, maybe I will get rid of thrusters. And put the camera on my playfield.
Do you have to leave already?
Okay. I hope that it was a good choice. As you can see, our items now have critical chance of 20%. I have played several games, but I have not realized yet if the critical chance can be used to like boost the amount of shield it gets, or it is useless. I have no idea, and as I've said, wikis are sparse nowadays. We have no coins for more encounters. We can get a burn item and it's golden. Or we can find a strange mushroom in the green heart. I believe I have never picked this option. I have no idea what strange mushroom does. Or we can buy tools, but we have no money, or we have 5 points. Let's get the burn item from because it is a gold tier. When you haste, slow, freeze, burn, or poison charge this. Okay. So it is quite a good weapon. When you haste, slow, freeze, burn, or... Okay. But it is basically 2 DPS as well. And the camera is much more efficient. I will stick with the shields for now, as I believe this amount of damage will make no difference right now. And we are, after all, just waiting for the overtime damage. I hope that I'm making the right decision. I'm very nervous. Burn the thrusters actually better, because they... Let's put them back. I believe they were better for lowering our cooldown. Let's see, perhaps we will... Let's battle here Mrs. Hergy 15T, and let's see if we are strong enough for our second acing PvP counter. Oh, she owns a ship which shoots weapons. She has a honing skill. Okay, which boosts a dam. Oh, she's very... Oh, but she has to reload this. When you use this, reload this ammo if it is your only weapon. It has also lifesteal. Okay. That's... yeah. It is a lost encounter. You can see that. That's sad. That's really sad. Our first defeat. This run will be over sooner than I wanted to. I would want to, but it seems we have gained enough experience for level 3. It is now paused, but level up, it says here. So we will have more space for our items. Okay, we can gain 75 additional maximum health. It is not as bad as it seems, as there are some items that really benefit from having a high pool of health. We can get a shield item. We can boost our poison items. We can boost our tools. These are not tools. Which of these are tools? Snail is a friend. Microdave is a friend. Power drill is a tool, so we can boost its cooldown by 5%. Okay. Security camera. Or we can make faster and burn items. I'm deciding. Oh, shield item. Let's go with a shield item. Brick body. Every 5 seconds 30 shield, which is like 6 shields per second, versus this one, which is something slightly more, 2.5. This is 2.5 shields per second, and this is 6 shields per second. And when you use an adjacent friend, it gets additional 15 shields. So it was very, and it's getting light. So it's very useful for us. Where do we have a friend? Oh, we don't have a friend on the board yet. Okay, so these two are boosting our core quite significantly, but is it still worth it? Okay, this one 45 every 6 seconds. Give shield items to the right. It says items, not item, but items. Which means, does every item to the right of this get the boost? Oh, well, I'm stupid. This will change our strategy significantly. Okay. So we have space for even the camp? No, we have not. So let's get rid of this one and these here. We are not getting yeah, if we go with this setup, is this a friend? No, that's just it. If we go with this setup, and as you can see, we are trying to maximize our shield gains to survive the fatigue damage or the desert storm or whatever you call it. We are very prone to poison, by the way. Yeah, but by using this setup, we are not really utilizing the brick body's opportunity to give 15 additional shields each 5 seconds for an adjacent friend, since security cam is sadly not a friend category. But I believe, let's try this setup. The worst thing that can happen is the worst thing that can happen is that we will lose and give it another try. So we can buy weapons or silver tier skills, or we can start our next fight with 300 additional shield, which means we will be much stronger, but it is too early for this perk. This as if we lose to an NPC, as I've told you earlier, we aren't really losing. So choosing this is nonsense right now. Let's go to Argenta and buy a silver tier skill. Okay, so all of them are affordable for us, which is great. We can buy chemical fire, which will boost our burn and poisonous items, or hotspot, which also boosts items and part the like it's a year number in binary, I believe. When you upgrade a friend, your other items gain free bonus damage, free bonus shield, and 1 burn bonus when you upgrade a friend. What does it mean, upgrade a friend? What does it mean to upgrade in this context? Let's pick it. It makes sense for us out of the choices we were given, but it does not give us any additional value right now. So next we can get chocolate bars. If you are watching this video right now at 1 hour and 6 minutes, I will give you a reward for watching this part of the video. If you don't have five empty slots in your inactive inventory, do not pick eating contest, as you will lose those chocolates that you don't have an empty place for. We can buy small items or gain minuscule regeneration, which means 3 healths per second. This one is really low. Like there will be enemies which will give like 5,000 damage to sorry, not only 5 but 15,000 damage per second. I have encountered players like this. So 3 healths per second are just not worth it. I would go with chocolate bars. We have 2, 4, 6, 7. If we sell all of these, which is a silly move, to be honest, as we are getting rid of options, but we can buy golden chocolates, which means oh god, this happens sometimes. Don't worry. Just click resume. The game is in closed beta for a reason. We will be encountering bugs like this often, sadly. So let's continue where we left off. Let's make this silly move of selling everything and getting chocolate bars. Gold tier chocolate bars. And boost our health by whopping 150. Okay, it is not responding. It isn't working. What is happening? I cannot click anything. Okay. Exit to main menu. I would like to finish this journey before. Also, my mouse pointer is just a white square right now. Okay. The mouse pointer is back. No, I was lying. The mouse pointer is away again. Are we continuing? Please, I want to finish this. I want to finish this game. Well, this video is already taking 1 hour and 10 minutes, so I believe like I have shown everything that is crucial to show you, that is essential. I will try to restart the game and perhaps continue in part 2, but I will end this part of the video. It's long enough. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day, and I believe that you learned something about this game and will probably start playing it, because if I am playing something that is addicting, I want as many people as possible to play it as well, so I don't feel bad for dumping my own personal time into this. Have a nice day. Bye.